nigga, I'm not trying to get shot by you. Just let me chill and go do what the pop-pops do. Yeah. Maybe you confused because the internet gangsters is something I never do and I just cop out too. Maybe both of our lines got crossed like a hashtag.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Look who we picking up today. What's good with you, bro?
Hey man, chilling.
How you feeling?
Feeling good. Let's get to it.
You ready for this ride?
With it.
All right, let's go. Now we know you don't smoke. I know you don't smoke.
Yeah.
So I ain't set you up with nothing.
No, that's good. That's right. Got me a nice little glass of Remy. Yeah.
Old school John. Oh, is that a glass?
Yeah.
Listen, you can't do old school for real.
Behold, the Colonel's giant KFC chicken sandwich. Oh, such a tasty volume of the flavor.
That's real old school. He said I came through with some Remy.
Yeah, a little glass of Remy.
What's that, red?
No, it's just Remy Martin. And it's cognac.
I never had that.
Oh yeah.
That's one of them old school drinks for real.
It's cognac. Remy is a you know, it's a good joint.
That's one of them I had a long day type drinks.
Yeah, all yak is nice and smooth for me, you know.
Hennessy is a cognac, right?
Yeah.
I like Henny. I don't really drink too much though. I'm not a drinker. I only drink on occasion.
Yeah.
I'm really a smoker, but I'm trying to ease off the smoking as well.
Yeah, see, one my faithful hours for one doesn't. So that's kind of where I'm at with it.
Got you. So what's up, Saint?
What's good with you?
How you feeling? First off, Saint is different,
Right.
And then you hit it with Basil. Everybody know what Basil is. Like it's like a seasoning. It's a topper. You feel me? But
Yeah.
how did you put Saint and Basil together? Where did the name come from?
Well, actually, so Basil is not for the season, right? Saint Basil is an actual man.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Saint Basil is an actual man that lived on the earth. Black man that ruled Asia.
Oh, word. Didn't know that.
Yeah. One of the saints that existed during the Byzantine Empire, which is before the Renaissance period, before the history started getting whitewashed. So, that's kind of where the name comes from.
Oh, that's dope. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, like, you heavy into, like, history and what happened prior to us coming here?
Yeah, correct history. Absolutely. Once you start learning correct history, because I believe you can't really know where you're going if you don't
until
know
you know where you've
from.
been. Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the same like if we driving around in this car, right? You get lost. You're gonna have to know where you came from to get back, get back on track.
Right.
That's why, erasing our history is like so detrimental to our people. So yeah, I'm into history. Once you start finding out the right history, it becomes intriguing. It's about you. It's something to connect to.
And how does one find out about correct history? Because when we go to these schools, right, they teach us over and over again. And I say that slavery never happened. I ain't saying that.
Right.
But I'm saying that's one of the things that they pushed on us. Slavery, segregation, black people being minorities and white people being superior.
Right.
And basically we were like under them. Right. Even though we had the most success as black people. Anytime you hear about something, especially in hip hop, it always had something to do with a black person. Even when it came, was Abraham Lincoln a black person for real?
Well, see, like some of that history there is subject to debate. I've seen documents that say Abraham Lincoln was black, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen,
because they called him tall, dark, and handsome, but some people refer to that as their hair.
So you have documents that show that there were 6 black presidents. So it's different history about that. I'm not too invested in that.
Okay.
Right? Like as it pertains to our history, because that really doesn't do too much for our people,
Fair.
so to say, for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that it is a true saying that without a vision, people perish. Right? So if what you can see yourself as, that's what you'll strive to be. Right? So it's an actual play behind constantly showing these people as slaves, as whatever type
showing
of
you as nothing, so you won't visualize yourself as something,
as anything else. Right? So it's like all of those racial tropes that they show, the more that they project that, the more that's what people aspire to be. This is why, like even in hip hop, what do they always want to show you? They always want to,
the killing,
or put images up of the gangster mentality, right? So that's all that people like. Really, you got people that really grow up with goals and dreams of being a trap star. Like it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like whatever type of image that you put up of the people, this is what success looks like, then that's what they'll strive to be. So
and we start to mimic it,
right?
Which is what we're seeing in today's hip hop.
Right.
Is people that want to be a rapper or want to be a lyricist, they don't know what else to rap about, only of what they've been rapping about, which is killing, drugs, sipping on lean, like typical gangster shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? But you stepped out the box. Yeah. Right? And I know that was kind of, I don't know if it was hard for you, but I would imagine it'd be hard, especially to get people to listen to you, to understand what you rapping about, because you not, rapping about the typical things that these other artists are rapping about and singing about. Right. You singing and rapping about things that's going on, things that people need to wake up from and look around and see what is happening, see what's happening to us as a culture. Right. You know what I'm saying? So how difficult was that? Well, I wouldn't say it was difficult, because like you may look at it as stepping outside of the box, but the way I see it, that my life is outside of the box. Right? So since my life is already outside of the box, my views are outside of the box, I'm just being myself. And that's easy. The easiest thing that you can be is yourself. Right? And like, why not be yourself? Everybody else is already taken up. Like nobody else can do you better than you. Right? So for me, I'm just being myself, and I stay true to myself. I just have found creative ways to express myself, but I feel like as an artist, you owe that to yourself anyway, to constantly keep getting better at your craft and working on it. But really, I just made the decision that I'm going to be me, and I'm going to talk about life experiences. I'm going to talk about things that's going around me, and I'm going to talk about how I really feel about it, not how everybody else feels about it. Now, you can either accept it or you can not accept it. I'm not forcing myself on any audience, because I believe at the end of the day, music, not even really what's for you is for you. I believe that music, right? Music is so instrumental in life. Music is meant to come from the soul of the creator of the music to touch the soul of the listener, right? This is why it's called soul music. So if I'm giving you something from my soul, I believe it'll hit the soul of the person that it's supposed to receive. And that's why it's so strong, and that's why it feels so powerful and so different to people, because it's music and it has soul to it. And that's kind of where I do. I don't chase the algorithm or nothing like that. I'm just gonna create it, and I believe it'll land where it needs to land at. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. I like that.
Yeah.
Now, for like other artists, because some people might not see it the way that you see it.
Right.
Right. And especially in the younger culture. So how would you tell the younger audience to express themselves? And I don't think it really is, you know, it's not glorified for us to express,
right,
you know, what we feeling.
Right, right.
And how to put that on paper.
I'm not even against people talking about the streets, because the streets is a real life thing.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a problem with how you portray the streets, right? Because we all pretty much know, we all have enough life experience to understand how a street life plays out, right? Mm-hmm. So don't get in front of these people capping and lying and acting like this is some glorious way of life, when it's not. If you're gonna talk about the street, be honest about it, mm-hmm, in your way, right? Or tell your story. Like, you can tell your story. If you've been through things, you can express that, get it out. So I'm not opposed to people talking about the streets. I'm opposed to people glorifying the streets, right? Mm-hmm. I'm opposed to people that I know should know better acting like they don't know better, right? If you're 40 years old and you rapping and you still rapping about the streets from a certain point, I feel like at a certain age you're supposed to be able to impart something to people that's behind you about the streets,
giving wisdom,
yeah, you've
giving
been
a way out,
right? If you've been in the streets, you've been in the streets long enough, you some boss or whatever you were, you should be able to tell the younger guys, like, nah, this really wasn't it. I lost a lot, you know what I mean? I really been through some shit out here, but you still running around, you 45 years old, 40 years old, you still talking about where the bitches.
Right.
You talking about where the bitches, man, go start a family. You already have a family. What you talking about, bro? Like, go, you got some grandkids to go play with in the sandbox or something? What the hell you talking about? So I'm just opposed to things misrepresented. That's what I'm really opposed to. But no, all that, do your thing. And I'm opposed to it being a lack of balance. That's what I'm opposed to too.
Like not diversifying your music.
I'm saying, as far as people thinking everything should be one way, right? Like, I'm not opposed to guys that rap about the streets, but just like you got guys that rap about the streets, you got people that don't rap about the streets, and that's okay too. Mm-hmm. But why make it like that space is not acceptable? Like, why is that, you know, that's corny rap. Nobody wants to hear that. What are you talking about nobody wants to hear? There's a space for all of it.
I agree.
So let us just create. Let us just create and let the music go how it's gonna go.
I think people are afraid of not being accepted.
Yeah.
And
that's a
social
big thing.
media has played a part in that, but media in general, like the way they promote music, like even when it comes to like women and music, mm-hmm, they feel like they have to be naked. They have to promote their music,
right?
Being, you know, sexy,
right? And
not all music from women has to be sexy,
right?
But that's the way that the media has portrayed it. So when you hear even the female rappers, they feel like they gotta undress themselves, show a little cleavage when they rapping, because that gets more attention.
Right.
And I feel like rap has become an attention game, not intentional, but attentional. And I think that is the biggest issue. So
I think you hit on something, right? When you said, so what happens is the fear of rejection, right? People are afraid to be them authentic selves because they're afraid to be rejected. So what happens is they'll look at whoever got love. Who do people admire? Who do people love? Who people shower this love on? And then they'll try to mimic that individual because they want the love. They don't want to be rejected. So they are uncertain. Maybe people won't like me, but I know for sure they like
this person,
Nicki Minaj. So I'll do it like Nicki. Not realizing that
Nicki is just being her authentic
Nicki is
self.
being Nicki. So the best thing for you to do is be yourself. By you being yourself, you automatically are different. It's only one you. So just be yourself. And everybody who's going to gravitate to you, you have a story to tell. The problem is people don't know how to present themselves to the world. So it's a problem in presentation. They don't take time to learn how to present themselves and present their stories out to the world. So what they'll do is, I don't know if this will work for me. I don't know if people will like me. That'll crush me if people don't like me. So let me try to play it safe and mimic what I think is successful and what people like to do. As opposed to just being yourself. Just be you. You know you're not that way. So why are you acting like you that way?
I want to say how should one present himself, but I guess it's based off of who they are. But because a lot of this generation is lost. But if we are looking to find ourselves, and like you said, you can't know where you are until you know where you've been. So where should we go to look within ourselves? How is that something that we can tap into? And how is that something that we can teach other people to tap into? So
that's to me, like, that's multi-layered. I'm gonna say this, right? Let's just speak from an artist standpoint. Artists don't know how to present themselves because they're not taught. Artist development is like a thing of the past. Everything is so quick now. Everything is about TikTok. Get the quick reel popping, try to get a quick buzz. But a major part of being an artist is artist development. And it takes time. It's not a quick process. I'm still at the being in the game and rapping for close to 30 years. I'm still
developing
in artist development. I'm still picking up nuances every day. I'm still talking to people who do artist development, you know, on a frequent basis, learning how to constantly present myself to my audience, and learning the different tactics and nuances of branding yourself and just presenting your music to the world. You have to do that because that's what people buy into. People buy into your story.
Facts.
Everybody can rap. What makes you different? What makes you the one that I should listen to as opposed to the next person down the block? And it's about how you present you. So that artist development piece is important. I would tell every young artist, start investing in artist development. Don't be putting a whole bunch of money into ads. Stop buying fake streams. Don't be going out here buying all of these different your designer and all of that. If in your career you want to invest in something, invest in some artist development. It's people to teach you, you know, even the basic skills of how to interview. Because you're still selling yourself. People are going to see the content.
Right.
And what's going to make them lock into your interview? You can't be in it, yeah, I mean, bro, yeah, bro was like,
too
yeah,
cool.
I mean, bro. And it's like, what did he just talk about? Like, it was nothing. Or you mimicking answers that you got from another person's interview because you seen them do it. No, you got to learn how to apply these particular skills. So, you know, as presenting yourself as an artist, artist development is serious. Now, just in life, just knowing how to carry yourself, it's almost the same process. These are things that are learned, and they're learned over time. Everybody's moving so quick. Everybody wants to skip the steps. Everybody wants a shortcut. Nobody want to work. Nobody want to take the time, put the time in to learn how to do things the right way. because it's not instant gratification.
Yeah.
So you got to take the time, put the work in to learn.
And you said you've been doing this 30 years?
Let me tell you something, Puff. I wrote my first rap. Now, if we just talk about rapping, right? Just rapping. I wrote my first rap in 1988.
Ooh. I wasn't even thought of. Seriously.
I wrote my first rap in 1988. And I performed it. And I performed it in 89. So, now, once I really start like getting serious about rapping, like, I think this is something that I can do, and just, this is what I want to do. I want to be an artist. That was, say, 94. Yeah, about 94, 95. Right, so yeah, we looking at 30 years. I didn't start dealing with the business of it until about 2001, 2002.
Now, I don't think people know that it's two different sides of music.
Right.
You know, because some people think it's just about making music, putting it out there and getting the streams.
Right.
But there's a whole different side, like you said, the business side.
Right.
So can you tell us a little bit more about how you figured that out?
Through mistakes. So when I got to the business side of it, when money was involved and deals and things like that was involved, I didn't really know a lot. But it took me to go through, you know, just it not working for me to understand why didn't this work.
Like what your music wasn't getting through to people, or what wasn't working?
Just understanding like deals and publishing and
distribution.
You know, yeah, that was a different time. Music was done a different way at that time. But the point that it helped me to understand is you have to learn this for yourself. You cannot rely on people to teach you this stuff, because in this business, they make money off of your ignorance.
Right.
So this is your career. You have to be invested in it, and part of that investment is also understanding how it works for you. You have to, and it's not like the information is here, it is there. You got to be dedicated to learning it. But there's also not a lot of people that will share it with you. That's one thing about hip hop. They will not share it with you. Is everything is like, it's like a money grab, right? And people just taking advantage of what you don't know. So when you run it, when you come across good people in the game, you take your time and you soak up as much information as you can. People don't like to get information. It's like a pride thing. No, when you get a chance to soak up information, you soak it up, you add it to your toolbox, because you're gonna need it. So that's kind of how it worked for me. Like, I went through it, and it was so much that I didn't know, and it was like, God damn. And instead of me, like, I've always been a type of person, like, not to blame stuff on other people if they don't deserve the blame. Like, I gotta assess it.
You gotta take some accountability.
Yeah, if some of the accountability falls on me, then I need to accept that. If it's on the other person, then by all means, they're gonna get the blame. But when I looked at it, it was like,
I should have known it.
Not even I should have known, I knew I didn't know. So if I knew I didn't know, what is the thing that you're supposed to do if you don't know something?
Research it.
Yeah, or ask people that's it. Like, I can't say that I can't say that it was people that jerked me, because I never asked. And it's not like they misled me. They just did what they were supposed to do. They looked out for their best interests. I can't be mad at that.
So what's one of the important things that you learned later that you wish you knew, or that you wish you had done differently?
One is how to manage money.
That's a good one.
Right? And then just understanding how when people give you money, these labels give you money, or whoever it is giving you money, that's not free money.
No, you gotta pay that back.
Yeah. This is an investment, into a product, right? And they have to get that money back. They have to recoup that. You need to see at what rate that they're recouping it, to see if it's even worth it. That was, one of the things for me. That was like probably the biggest thing that I learned, because next time somebody gave me a check, I needed to know, okay, where did this check come from? What's the payback? What is the method of paying this back, so to say, quote unquote?
What you mean by method? Like how?
Like what rate is this? I understand that this is being recouped by, through my royalties or whatever, whatever the case might be. Like my royalties, I won't be getting those until that's paid off. Like that person will be collecting my royalties. But I need to know
own everything.
Yeah, like so I need to just know what rate. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like if we already have some type of arrangement. Like say for instance, let me just use hypothetical numbers for example, right? Mm-hmm. If I say Puff gives me $20, right, and we going to do something or some business. This is an investment on something that I'm doing. Puff got to get her $20 back before I make a dime, right? Mm-hmm. Now we may have another arrangement that say, you know what, Puff gets 80 cents off of every dollar that I make. That means that when I make $1, that dollar is not paying off the $20. No, only my percentage is paying off that $20. So they still get their 80, you still get your 80 cents, but my 20 cents goes to you until that 20 cents equals up to that $20. Mm. So I need to know that. Instead of just thinking that, wait a minute, why I still owe you $20 if we made $20? No, we didn't make $20. You made $2. I made 18. Mm. Or I made $4, or you made $4, I made 16. That $4 goes to this $20 pot. So now, instead of you being all bitter like you getting jerked, this was already here. Right. This was the arrangement. But you didn't focus on that. What you did focus on at the time that Puff was about to give me that $20. That's the only thing you was thinking about. Yeah. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. So, that's all a part of, some of the things that you learn. Also, whenever Puff is spending money on me, they're not just doing that for the lookout. They keeping track of that. So yeah, you gave me $20, but guess what you also did? You paid for my hotels. You paid for my my food. When my homies came along and you said, "Oh no, that's good, they can come." Guess what? And they paid for it. All of that stuff is going on the tab. So now you look at you come back like, yo, I know I made more than $20. No, it ain't just the $20 no more. All them times they put you in the studio, they flew you somewhere, they drove you somewhere, you did this, you did that, and that get added on to it. And you still paying it back at that rate of that little 20 cent. Yeah. 20 cent. You never making no money off of that. You still in the red. So you just gotta understand that going into it. It has to make sense for you.
So when you look at these young artists signing record labels, right, and they think that when they sign to a record label, it's all about the look. So they go buying jewelry, they go buying, fancy cars and the clothes. Like, you don't think it's nobody telling them, like, some of the money that they gave you supposed to go to marketing? Some of the money they gave you supposed to go to, your distribution or wherever it's supposed to go?
Well, no, so the advances with the advances, but then you have, like, say you might have a budget. Say, for instance, you might sign for a deal. I'm signing for $1 million deal, right? That don't mean that they just gave you $1 million, right? Mm-hmm. They might advance you. Your advance might be this. Then you might have a pot for your marketing. You might have a pot for production. You might have a pot for, you got pots for different things. It's up to you to know how much is supposed to be spent on each thing. Mm-hmm. And then you need to go to the people that's required to spend the money on those things and make sure that they actually spending it on those things. So yeah, that's why you need people in your corner to understand your deal and different things like that, because these people will not tell you.
Does artist development prepare you for that, or is it something different that you gotta go to?
This is where lawyers and stuff like that come into play, managers that know the business, things like that. That's where you gotta have, because you really need a team. Artist development is really there for you as an artist. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Like how the artist part of you. The business part, you need to have people that's in charge that get a lawyer. Not a lawyer that the label provides for you.
Oh, no.
Get somebody that you trust independently that can tell you the right thing about your deal to give you the ins and outs. You know? And then you kind of go from there. If that's the way it works for you. Every deal is not a bad deal. Like people put these stigmas on 360s. 360s aren't bad. You just got to understand how 360 works.
You don't think 360s is bad?
No, I don't. If you get a 360 deal and it works the way that it was intended to work, that may work for you. It may work for you. Everything is not a blanket thing for every artist. A 360 deal may work for you, but you got to make it work for you.
How do one make a 360 work?
Guess what? These artists, these labels, they're making money off of me doing certain things. It's their job. They have somebody in the label to place me in certain places to make the money. It's your job to go get me in commercials. It's your job to go get me on shows. It's your job to go put me in this place. You're making money off of it. So get behind me and push it like you're supposed to. You the machine. I rely on the machine because the machine is going to eat off of everything that I do. So for some artists, that may work.
But that's them not getting no money. That's them just basically spending and recouping. They not really pocketing anything.
I mean, it like I said, it could work. You got some people that don't have anything. You build your fan base up. It's up to the label to then see. Another thing is the A&R rarely exists anymore. You understand what I'm saying? Like they supposed to build the artists up, build the brand up for the artist. All of that stuff used to take place.
A&R is artist development, right?
It's like artist and repertoire.
Like building your reputation.
They were responsible for building. Basically, in a nutshell, is they build artists up from like scratch. Like they supposed to build up the brand, build up the artist, make the artist a superstar. That's what the A&Rs did back in the day. Now they don't. They don't really do that. It's a different game now.
They're looking for the superstar now.
You said they chasing numbers now.
Yeah.
Right? So whatever's trending, if it's trending, that's what they chasing. You got a little TikTok hit, go viral, they on it. This is why it's end of the day going to mark. It goes back to that artist development piece. They don't spend enough time on that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you got like the mom and pop type labels that's still doing that. Like when you look at TDE, they still kind of do that. And I think Coach K and what's his name, Mel Carter, they was on did a Breakfast Club interview, and they was just literally talking about the same topic. So yeah, it's the game is a little bit different, but I still say this at the end of the day, you gotta stay true to the music. You gotta focus on being an artist, work on your artist development, work on your craft. This is your livelihood that you're dealing with. This is your art. Why shortcut it? Spend some time in the studio. And you still got artists that don't know how to count bars.
Seriously?
Yeah, you got artists that don't know how to count bars. You still got artists that don't.
Is it a special way to count bars?
I mean, that's some of the most basic level of understanding of like rapping.
Is it like the same thing as like how you count lines on poetry?
Well, it can be, but all poetry isn't the same. You got different styles of poetry. Right. I just say like the easiest way to understand it is like one line is one bar. Two lines where one you know, the bar that rhymes with the next line, or the line that rhymes with the next bar line, that's 2 bars. Even if you counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 2 bars.
Oh shit.
Right? But I think you should know that though, right? That's like basic. Somebody tell you, listen, I need 16 bars from you. You should know what 16 bars is. Another thing, you got guys that don't know how to perform.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They rapping over the vocals in the track. Not knowing and not having breath control. Things like that. That's all part of connecting to your audience. But nobody's taking the time to learn that anymore. Right? They get up there, they just stand on stage, just and it's just the vocals is all over it. They forgetting the lines, laugh when they forget the line. It's like
they're not taking it serious.
Yeah, they don't take it serious. So that's kind of where we at. But I still spend time doing all that stuff. I still practice. I go and practice, and that's why if anybody ever seen me perform, they can feel
the energy.
Yeah, they can feel the energy. They can feel the performance.
Yeah, I felt it that night at Fresh Joint. Mind you, that was the first impression that I had of you. And you was different because everybody else, they didn't rap about the things that you was rapping about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you had some great artists. There was some great artists there.
Right.
But your deliverance and your tone came off more like, like that's on.
Right.
It's more like he been around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You spoke with a level of experience. Like you've been here. You done seen it.
Right.
And it's like you seeing it all over again.
Yeah.
And you trying to prevent, certain things from happening, or you trying to help other people see what's happening.
Right.
So I felt that was different. And like I told you the last time I seen you, like even the God is still God. That was different for me, because I ain't, you don't hear people rapping about God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's different. I think a lot of people stay away from religion. Not to say you religious. Right. But a lot of people stay away from religion when they rapping because they want to appeal to certain audience or all audiences.
But here's the thing. Why though? Why would an artist stay away from talking about God if your mentality is to connect the people, right? What person can't relate to God? See, they get scared away from these things because they may get asked about it, right? One, they may get asked about it, and sometimes people don't feel comfortable with talking about things that they don't know anything about, right? And also, like people always talk about, they say these two things: don't talk about God and don't talk about religion and politics.
But those are the most confusing ones to talk about.
Meanwhile, most of the people on the planet is involved with religion and politics. Listen, I can talk about either one. I don't have to agree with nothing that anybody else is saying. And I can just say my part, and guess what? You don't necessarily have to agree with it, but it's about how you present things, right? I would never just pop on here and just be like, what I'm saying is right and what all y'all saying is wrong. Everybody you turned off the whole room with that. Facts. It's about, that's where skill come in at, to be able to express to people and talk to people on these topics. You understand what I'm saying? You know what most people can't relate to? killing somebody. The average person cannot relate to gunning somebody down. The average person cannot relate to flipping 20 bricks. They can't relate to that.
Yeah.
They'll act like they can. Oh, damn, he talking. Bro, you don't know what the hell he talking about.
Right, no.
You don't know what the hell he talking about. All this, I'm sleeping with exotic bitches here, this, that. No, you not, bro. You got a girl at home, bro. She just had you crying the other day because she said it was over. And you was crying and telling she ain't going nowhere. Well, you in love. Stop it. Why are you telling me? Why are you trying to tell me that you got a bitch for this and a bitch for this and a bitch for like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's fake. Be your real self. Talk about what you really going through. Because it's somebody more than likely that can relate to that thing that you talking about.
That's a fact.
So that be my whole thing. Just be yourself. Like, you know, you want to talk about God, talk about God. All the things that God do for you in your life. You can't give God a song. You can't give him 16 bars. He done woke you up. You can't give him 16 bars?
That's for real.
Yeah, like, come on. Like, what are we talking about here? You can talk about all your ops, right? Your ops got about 5 songs from you. And God can't get one? You mean to tell me the person who gave you life, woke you up, provided for you, take care of your kids, take care of your family, make sure that the universe still operates. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can't dedicate one piece of art to that power, but you can dedicate a whole album to the ops. Or you gotta make some songs for the bitches. You mean to tell me you can make a whole album for the bitches, but you can't give God one song? Just one? Yeah, I think you out of touch. You understand what I'm saying? You all of the things that you love in life, you can't craft some art to display that. You can only talk about the things that you hate, the things that you don't like. Mind you, the stuff that people talk about and they rap about is things that they say that they don't care about.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas will tell you all day, I don't care about no hoes.
But you
gonna make a bunch of songs about the hoes that you don't care about? With women that rap, they get into that too. I don't care about you bitches. But then you gonna make a whole bunch of songs about them bitches you don't care about. But everything that you love and you do care about, right? You can't express it.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
I think people just, they talk about what the masses is talking about.
Yeah. So I ain't really there at that space. I make sure me and my son, Ja, you know, he in a good space where he can create his music the way he likes to. I'm gonna do the same thing, and then we just gonna keep rolling.
Your son is an artist?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
dope.
dope. He like one to me, cause he my favorite artist. But I think like he is really like a gem that's I wouldn't even just limit it to this city. I just
He what
think,
the world is missing.
Yeah, I think he really like super special. And this ain't even just me being biased, cause if my son was ass, I'd be like, bro, you ain't got it, bro. I would tell him, you know, I tell him, you ain't got it, bro. I wouldn't tell him to stop. I would just tell him, listen, I ain't really trying to hear that, but I listen to him all the time. So, you know, I think the world of him. The guys, the camp, we all think the world of him, and that's pretty much it.
I wanna get into that real quick, but let me change this battery real quick.
Yeah,
Hold on, y'all. PNR, be right back. So I started off driving Uber, right? But I would have people, you know, ask me if they can smoke, and it got hard to market it.
Right.
The whole puff and ride thing. Right. I can't promote, you know, people smoking in here.
Right.
So I had to find a creative way around it.
Right.
And with that, I was already around a lot of artists. I was around a lot of rappers, singers.
Right.
I love poetry myself, so I'm around a lot of poets and business owners. Mm-hmm. It was already hard for other business owners because I was a vendor as well. It was hard for us to market our products on social media, being censored and blocked, but also, you know, competing with the algorithm. You can never reach an audience. So I just decided to make a ride service for us. You know what I'm saying? One that you can smoke in, one that you can promote your products in without highlighting the cannabis.
Right.
So I'm just highlighting other black-owned businesses who love cannabis, but we not focusing on that. We focusing on who we are and how we present ourselves to other people, and also how we present ourselves on social media. And it just hit. You know what I'm saying? So I would have artists in here. I would listen to their music. I would have the audience listen to their music. We were rated. And then they did performances. So then I had the Puff Ride and rap performances going on.
Oh, that's ill.
And then it was like conversations. So I wanted to highlight the conversation that we would have, because we would have a lot of dope conversations that other people needed to hear, things that we went through that maybe other people went through and are battling and need to learn how to, you know, get through it, or, you know, just like stuff like that that's relatable. And everybody went through something. Everybody's going through something. And I just felt like everybody has their voice.
Right.
And it could potentially help other people.
Right.
So that's how this started.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I appreciate you. So yeah, it's been a tough journey. But even still, Instagram found a way to censor me.
Yeah.
Even without just highlighting the cannabis, they censored my whole name. I had to change my name.
Why? No, what you mean censored you? What do you
like mean? I mean, like anything that I would make,
right?
They automatically shadow ban me. So it got to a point where, because I would go viral often, right? But it got to a point where they would notice what my name is, Puff and Rod. So everything that I put up, they automatically shadow ban it. It's not getting nowhere.
Right.
They deleted 6 of my pages. I had a series called I Booked a Lift and Got a Puff and Ride. That got completely banned. It went viral 3 times on 3 different videos. Over 500,000 views on Instagram and TikTok. I want to say like the next week, they took all my pages down. I'm talking about Instagram, Facebook, everything.
So did you have actual smoke in the?
No, these are videos that they're not even smoking, because I'm doing lift. These were just videos that I'm highlighting, and people was telling me these stories.
I think the way that you probably got to get around that, as you see, Instagram is grimy, but they're about that money. Sometimes
they want me to get a blue check.
Exactly. They'll leave that shit alone, because now you are a paying customer to them. So sometimes you gotta play the game a little bit, because they'll see your motion and be like, no, fuck that. Like,
yeah, because they just did it to me last week. Took my page down for no reason at all. What? Nothing on there. Absolutely but nothing.
Do you collab with the people that you're doing it with?
Yeah, some of them. Well, some people feel like I do a lot of free interviews.
Yeah.
Right? And I think some people take that for granted. Right? Because then they don't want to collab. They just feel like I did it. That should have been enough. I don't have to collab.
Oh no.
And listen, I'm a very humble person, and I'm not gonna beg nobody to put anything on their page. But I feel like if I helped you, then it should be a beneficial thing.
We supposed to have that understanding at the moment that I sit in this car, that this is a joint venture. This is a venture for you you're allowing me to present myself to the world. And on my side, I'm allowing for the fact this is the platform that's allowing me to present to the world. It goes hand in hand.
They feel like they did me a favor.
So now I have a vehicle now to tell my stories that y'all otherwise wouldn't hear. And guess what? The other artists that see me, they like, damn, Bays did that joint. What's up with that joint, bro? Oh yeah, you gotta get with Puff, bro. That's the place to go.
Right.
But that's the same, like the interview that I did with Fresh. 2 of them clips is going viral. It's killing my notifications. But I just let it rock. But it's good that they see like, all right, that's the platform that I did it on.
Mm-hmm.
Because there would be no clip if I didn't go there.
Right.
So it's like, but again, shit be different. You know, some people just don't got that type. Some people just morally bankrupt. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing I take a lot of pride in, because I'm really heavy on how I deal with people, because I really believe that God is paying attention to how I deal with people.
Mm-hmm. Heavy on the God is paying attention, because He is. And He know who got a good soul and who don't. He knows everybody's intentions. He know, you know, what you plan to do. Listen,
it's nutty. Shit nutty.
But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm gonna win regardless. You gonna win regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So it don't really matter of a collaborative post. It just would have been nice, and it would have showed like that you respect the platform that you came on,
right? And
that you respect the conversation that we had, because you know, with some people, I do feel like we had some type of, you know, bond, you know, in the car. You feel me? Like I get deep conversations with people.
Yeah.
And it just be like, damn, well, did you only say that because the camera was rolling?
Yeah. No.
Did you only feel that way because, you know, you felt like it would have been a good clip?
Right. No, yeah, I'm a heavy clip ball. I cut it up, boom, 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 throw it up, put the people, listen, this is me and all of this interview, boom, 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 here, take it, eat it up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Because otherwise, what are we talking about?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it goes back to what we were talking about earlier, which is the presentation. Not knowing how to, you got to understand, you are servicing people. I'm not here for me right now. I'm not here for Puff right now. Me and Puff are here for the people.
Mm-hmm.
We are telling the people something. So now the people need to know, I want to go look at all the Puff and Ride videos, and I want to get to know who that artist is.
Right.
That's the goal. So, you know, man, I don't know. But a lot of that comes back to what people learn in artist development. You understand what I'm saying? So,
now, are you independent right now?
Yeah.
How long have you been independent?
Since 2016-ish, 2017.
Was that after you left the group? Because you was in a group.
No, I'm still in a group.
Oh, you still is?
Yeah.
Called
Byzantine.
Byzantine.
Yep, Byzantine Kings.
I'm
still in that group, but I do most of my, I have a solo career.
Okay.
Right. So me and the guys, we still create what we create, and that audience is that audience, right? And it's a huge audience, and it's my most important audience.
Mm-hmm.
But just me as a solo artist, you know, I'm just really out here just trying to tap into some other spaces.
Understood.
Right.
How did they feel about you, like, going solo? Because I know a lot of groups, when you start as a group and one person decide to go solo,
Mm-hmm.
they might feel like that person, you know, was kind of nixing the group.
No. So my group, I was solo first.
Okay.
And then our mentor, St. George the Dragon Slayer, he created the Byzantine Kings. My rap name used to be John Doe.
You ain't want people to know you?
Huh?
You ain't want people to know you?
No, that's just what I created at that time, back then, back in the early 2000s, right? But then I became a Byzantine King, and St. George the Dragon Slayer put all of that, St. George put all of that together. He introduced me to the saint names, and basically really taught me just a lot, just about life in general, and helped me as an artist just to understand music who you know, how important my voice was. So from there, you know, we just been rolling. It's myself and you know, my fellow Byzantine kings, little brother Saint Justinian, Saint Pesinius.
So guys. Everybody name is saints.
Yeah. We all got Saint names, Saint Focus, Saint Zeno. Yeah, Saint Stilianos, Saint Leo. Yeah, these are all saints that actually lived on planet Earth. These are black people that ruled, right? At a time when the whole world, majority of the world, was just doing evil. There's no other way to say it, right? The world was just into a whole lot of things. Debauchery was all over the place. It's called the Dark Ages for a reason, yeah. But you did have men that tried to still remain on paths of righteousness during that time. And still, like Saint Nicholas, there's no such thing as Santa Claus. That's some creation, right? But Saint Nicholas was a real man. It was a black man that did a lot of altruistic work. He gave all types of he performed all types of charitable acts towards his people, which are black people. These are black people that lived and ruled during that time, before the Renaissance period came in, and that's when they started whitewashing a lot of the images and saying that those people were them and not us. So that's what happened at that time. So yeah, we kind of tapped back into that mode because, you know, at the end of the day, we feel like we still in the time that
it's needed.
Negativity and evil is the predominant rule on this planet that we live on, right? But what we like to do is be beacons of light in that, you know. That don't mean that we perfect. What that does mean is that we show people that there is an opposite, right? Because all you hear is negativity. There's an opposite to that, and that's kind of what we represent, and we represent that on the whole as a group. But I represent that as myself, being Saint Basil, being the one, the elder statesman of the group, the one who I'm one of the original members of the group, and I'm pretty much really the only one that's out here. Like on a solo type vibe, making music. So that's kind of where we at with that.
That's dope.
Yeah. But my solo career doesn't have, that's separate from the group career. That's why in my solo career, I'm out here and I'm with my guys at you know, BAM camp. These are my guys. BAM is my friend, and it's the guys over at the camp. It's me, D Jones, is SC, something else. You got Zir, you got Mary,
Mambo Cinco.
Yeah, 103. You got Mambo Cinco, Zah Sosa.
West.
You got West. Yeah. Let me make sure.
Y'all got a dream team over there. I ain't gonna lie.
You got Ja, my son. You got
oh, Ja's over there.
Yeah, Crown Bella. So yeah, we loaded over there. Then you got the engineers, the guys that really cook it up for us over there. Pharaoh and
yeah, I seen him highlight one.
Yeah. You got P.I. the GOAT over there helping us out over there. You know, so yeah, we doing. Yeah, we got a nice, like it's loaded over there. You know what I'm saying? And outside of us just being BAM camp, you know, we got a lot of affiliations that's family too that work with us. You understand what I'm saying? Like me and one of the people that I work real close with is my guy, man. It's like one of the few people that I really locked in with in this game in Philly is Leek Moss over at OBH.
I don't think I know him.
Yeah, all of the OBH guys, AR Ab,
Flop.
Yeah, Flop, Pretty Flop.
Razor.
Yeah, Razor. How you know all them guys and you don't know Leek Moss?
Look.
Leek?
So,
that's Ab, brother.
I'm still doing research because at the time that all of this was happening, like I said, I wasn't around, right? I'm 29. So at the time all of this happened, I was probably like maybe 10.
No, that OVH ain't that. If you 29, they ain't going back to no 10. That's 19 years ago.
How long they been out?
So OVH been out for a while, but you got like Ab was around with Cassidy and all that. But
that was early 2000s.
Nah.
Cassidy and them wasn't like early 2000s?
07, 08, stuff like that.
Yeah. And I mean, like,
Cass was back at that time, but I'm saying like Avenue was making noise.
Well, yeah, like they was like 2010, 2012
and all that. And all the way up. Like they still.
But them the only people that I do know, and I only know like a little bit of information from what I heard when I was young, but majority of it is from social media.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, but I say that to say, cause we all kind of linked up together on this platform called The Gunner Show. Shout out to Gunner, where we all come and present our music and have song battles, and then we have Honey Rock, and the guys Judge It Feet and Enemy and all them guys, Jimmy Leg. We got people critiquing the music. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like it gives us an opportunity to present again, to present our art and to link with people that we otherwise wouldn't. It's a great community over there. So now you get a chance to sit and rub shoulders with artists, and then we help them at different levels.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think Philly should really be like on. You know what I'm saying? Because here it is, I get to create a whole EP with Leak Moss, which is called Introspective. We're gonna drop that soon, but I can sit there, chop it up with Razor. I can come over here and work with all the way over to Jersey and deal with Plaga. I can come over here and deal with somebody like Playoff Kev or Charm or whoever. But it's a large community of us. They can just get to work together.
All, yeah.
But at the end of the day, this is where Bam Camp, where it's the same thing, but it's just our thing right there. We go down to campgrounds and we get to working. And that's why, like Jonesy, he running it up right now.
D Jones.
Yeah. D Jones cooking right now. He just dropped the burner. He dropped the joint
number
with
44
him,
right now. Top 44. Him, Beanie Siegel, and K Gibbs.
Yeah.
We seen
this. Yeah. Like me and Jones got so much work on the board too. It's like them my guys. That's family. We work. So yeah, I love it. That's why when people start talking that Philly, we don't stick together stuff and all that. No, you don't stick together.
Yeah.
That's what you got going on.
Or I think it's just who we surround ourselves with, or who is around us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like some people just ran into the wrong people. And I was one of them people saying, and I, to an extent, I still feel like that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the people that I run into are just haven't been genuine.
Right.
But I've also been meeting lately some very genuine people. Some people who actually, do want to see me win and do want to help. You know what I'm saying? But I ran into a lot of people who just took advantage of, like you said, the not knowing. I didn't know a lot of things, and me, being young and not knowing certain things that came with this business, because this is my first time actually running a business. It was a lot of things that I didn't know, but I also wasn't even trying to know it.
You know what though, Puff? I'm gonna tell you this. A lot of times it's all about how you choose to look at a thing, right? As well as how you approach certain situations. I know for me, my experience with the Philadelphia music scene has been by and large great. I run into guys. My second musical business situation that really worked out for me, that came from a Philly artist showing me love when they didn't have to. Del P.
Word.
He didn't have to show me the love that he showed me. He didn't know me. He just did it on his strength.
Yeah.
Right? Fresh. I don't know Fresh. I didn't know Fresh. Me and Fresh just vibed off the energy, and he provided opportunities for me, and I took advantage of it. Mayor, Motivate Philly, Come on, Philly, come on, Philly, come on, Philly.
Shout out you, man.
I didn't know these guys. This is just all love that was shown to me. Even like so you say like the legends, right? Because I think I saw you with Ice, right? From 9 Brigade.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Them guys.
And I didn't know Ice. Right. But Ice embraced me like he knew me.
But that's how Ice is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ice
and Tone.
Sonny Black. These is guys that just show love. I know there's a lot of goofy shit going on the internet right now.
Yeah, I don't pay that
listen,
shit no
niggas
mind.
beefing with each other and all. I don't know if that's the new play. Let's just start this beef, this fake beef, whatever the case. I'm telling you that my experience with these guys have been good.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I come into these situations with good energy. Mm-hmm. Now, guess what? If you doing some fuck shit, I'm the type of guy that'll pull you to the side and say, bro, I don't appreciate that, brother.
Facts.
You not right. You know that's not right. And most men and women will accept when they doing some fuck shit if you not embarrassing them in front of the people. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I would say is I will give credit where credit is due. These people show me love. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's just not my experience. So I'm not really into, but I've seen people go through what they've gone through. But I've also seen it on the flip side when you run into people and they just show you love. They don't have to.
Agreed.
They don't have to do it. They just like, yo, check it. Puff, you doing it right now with me. You understand what I'm saying?
I show everybody love though.
But that's what I'm saying. Most people do that. Now, guess what? It's somebody somewhere saying, Puff ain't shit.
Oh, I'm sure.
She don't show no love. She ain't that. She ain't. But guess what? It's just not. It's just about how you approach the situation. Mm-hmm. Are you understanding to Puff's situation? You don't know what she got going on. You understand what I'm saying? So I think we owe each other a little bit more grace.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll be on that. But I can't complain about nothing. Because at the end of the day, God made it, just possible for me to be able to create and do what I'm doing, and He put the right people in my space when I needed them there. And anything that was weird or out of place, I know how to navigate it.
And I also just not taking it personally.
Yeah.
Like everything is not personal, and like you said, you don't know what people be going through. Yeah. So I chalk it up to they was just going through something at that time. It probably ain't even really had nothing to do with me. I just caught the fire of it.
Sometimes you just gotta know what's personal and what's not.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? Everything is not personal, but there are some things that's personal. And the things that's personal, you gotta clock it. You understand what I'm saying? You can't stop lying to yourself. Stop trying to make excuses for people. Understand. See, for me, it's one of the things, I have self-awareness. I understand when there's some fuck shit going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't waste a lot of time with that. I pull a parachute quick. Like this person right here on some nut shit. I'm not gonna give you a bunch of chances to show me you on some nut shit. I already know. I'm off that. But the people that show me that they're good people, I always make it a point to try to keep them there. Try to keep them with me. And even when they make mistakes, guess what? This shit happens.
Yeah.
It's life. Show people some grace sometimes. You understand? Everybody, why are you requiring for people to be so perfect? Especially black people. That's why I got a problem. The world already don't allow for black people to make a mistake.
Yeah.
So you already know how that feels. So if you know the world already requiring perfection from a black man because it can cost him his life, why the black man gotta be perfect with you? You already understand, bro, damn. Guess what? Sometimes you're gonna make a mistake, bro. I'm here. Okay, cool. You made a mistake.
You gotta give people room to grow.
Yeah, it happens. I'm here to forgive you, bro. You messed up. I'm gonna tell you messed up. You might see it. I pray that you see where you messed up. I'm also gonna give you room to recover from your mess up. And guess what? You might not even see it right now. I'm still gonna trip over that. I'm not gonna trip over that. You don't see it right now. I'll be here when you do see it. Why we can't be like that with each other? we're gonna be harder on each other than the world is harder than the world is on us.
Yeah.
Nah, come on, man. That's lame. That ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Let's show each other some grace. Let's help each other grow. Give each other room to be a better version of themselves. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
That's kind of what I'll be on.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm just discovering you for the first time, right? Which album should I go listen to first?
I'm gonna be honest. The album that people is in love with is For the Saints and Sinners.
Yeah.
Like that's the one. It's not my personal favorite,
but you know that's the one that popped up on YouTube first, though.
Yeah.
That was the one that I was listening to.
Yeah, it's just so deep. It's just so in depth. It's not my personal favorite, but I understand why people love it. Because even though it's not my personal favorite project, it has my personal favorite songs. 2 of them.
Which ones are they?
God Is Still God, and You Saved Me.
Why are they your favorite?
So God Is Still God is my favorite because of, one, what it means and what it took to craft it. But the overall message was, you know, regardless of what you're going through, regardless of what the world try to tell you, what you see out here, just never forget that God is still God. Because that's basically how I live. Hey, listen, man, something go left, financial problems, whatever the case might be, God is still God. No matter what happens in the world, God is still God. And then You Saved Me means a lot to me because it's just one of those things, man. When I was in a dark place in my life, my parents had died.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. My parents died suddenly. So it's kind of different when I feel like my parents died young. Which is scary for me. I don't know if it's scary for me, but it is a thing that I think of. Because I'm getting closer to the age that my mother died at. And
how old are you?
I'll be 50 this year.
I said that. I was right on the money.
Yeah. I'll be 50 in a couple months.
You do not look 50. I just want to tell you that.
Hey,
but
praise God.
The way I told you your deliverance,
right.
And you spoke with so much experience, I said, he got to be in his late 40s, early 50s.
Right.
Got to be.
Right.
I feel like you've seen a lot.
Right.
You know a lot.
Right.
There's no way you was my age.
Right. So yeah, I'll be 50 this year. My mother passed at 53. My father passed at 59. Neither made it out of their 50s. And that's something that I think about. So
was that like health issues?
So they both. Here's the surreal part of it all. My mother passed from heart failure, but they both did a lot of damage to themselves from years of drug abuse.
Okay.
But then they finally got to the point that they got clean, and they was finally able to come to grips with a lot of things that happen in life, and I think in the end they were always decent people, but just to see them get clean and to redeem themselves, it was just a good feeling. It just the thing that hurt me the most, like with my mother, is that I don't really feel like she got a chance to right her wrongs the way that she wanted to, right? So like with my mother, she would always make it a point to tell me that how much she loved me, right? And how much that she was sorry for whatever that happened when we were. My mother was brilliant. So when I was a young kid, I was able to, I was not like my brothers. I was able to experience my mother a different version of my mother before the drugs. So she was smart, she was sharp, she was really spiritual. And what happened, drugs came, right? And she got caught on drugs. By the time my younger brothers started to experience her, it was like, that's what they experienced, the drugs. I knew a different version of my mother. And it was like, come on, Mom.
I know you better than that.
Yeah. And this is why I hate drugs so much, man. And I hate the whole drug game. Because my mother was a beautiful person, man. She always looked out for people. She took care of people. She took care of people that didn't have. And it was like, when she fell hard on drugs, it was like she was just another drug addict. And it was like, I couldn't come to terms with people who she took care of just looking at her like a drug addict.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, when she got to the point that she was able to recover, she got clean, she got herself together, just in time. See, my children never experienced a drug addict grandmother, which I always appreciated, because she was clean in time. They never experienced that version of her. But she felt like that she took a lot of my years away from me. And she always tried to make that right to me and try to express it to me. But I never really let her get that off, because I used to tell her, Mom, it's okay. It's okay. You understand what I'm saying? I remember my last conversation with my mom, and she was trying to tell me that she loved me and she was sorry, and I didn't let her do it. I was just like, Mom, it's okay. Can you let this go? But it was important for her to express that to me. And then she died suddenly, sitting on the couch talking to my dad, listening to oldies. So that hurt me to my soul. And then my dad was so heartbroken, because him and my mother was together since they both were 13 years old. And he just kind of wandered around for 5 years just trying to figure it out, but his heart was broken.
Yeah.
And then he died from
a broken heart.
He died from heart failure. But yeah, I feel like he was broken at that point. But my dad was like a superhero too to me, because my dad used to be in the streets before he had me. He used to gang war. You understand? But once he had me, he said, listen, I got a son now, I can't be this way. And he just became a man to me. He was like a superstar to me, because he taught me all the lessons that he needed to teach me. And he would tell me things about the streets, right? He would tell me things about the streets and guess what? Nobody played with my dad. My dad was a legend. You understand what I'm saying? But he was like a father to a lot of young boys that was in my neighborhood. And same thing with him. He got on drugs, then he became like a drug addict. But then he came up out of it. It's still my dad. And it's like, he's like my first superhero. Not Superman, not Batman, not the Hulk, none of that. My dad. Then he just passed suddenly. Same way. My mom did, sitting on the couch talking to him. My dad passed on the couch listening to oldies. So, their deaths hit me different. It really like hurt. And even when I'm here today, it still feel like they passed yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? But, you know, it was different. And as I get older, now I'm getting older and I'm getting into that age range where they were, I kind of reflect on like, how am I to my children?
And how have you lived your life?
Yeah, how have I done things? You understand what I'm saying? I don't want it to be that. Like, I don't want to leave food on the table, so to say.
I think awareness is great. You had a point of awareness, and it's like you do start to wonder, like you, and I can understand, you know, why. Like, cause that, like, to me, that kind of would have broke me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it would have probably broke anybody. But
right.
I feel like you took a part of both of them.
Right.
And that's probably why it didn't break you. You just took a part of them and...
Well, that's kind of what the song You Saved Me is about, and that's why it means so much to me. because I feel like it didn't break me because God stepped in. I feel like God put so much love around me at a time that I needed, right? He put the right people in my life to show me that he loves me through them, that I was able to get through those dark spots. And see, even when I walk in the house now, right, I have one of my daughters. I love all my daughters. I love my sons. And then when y'all see this, don't trip, because it's the truth. I have a daughter, my daughter named Leah. No matter what she's doing in the house, when I come in, she'll make it a point to run and hug me. I have a daughter, Bella. When I'm in the house, she don't want me to go nowhere. Dad, please stay here with me. So I have a lot of love around me. My sons, my daughters, my wives, everyone is there to just show me, how much they love me and how much they care about me. My friends, my close friends, these are people that just show me
unconditional love.
Yeah, they just show me, and I just make sure that I give that credit to God, because I feel like that's God showing me that he loves me through them. At a time that I just was like, man, this can't be life, man. I lost my mom and dad. I just was like, I'm over it. Man, I couldn't. I don't think people understand how death hurts. Some people don't know it, man. Some people just don't really understand. And then some people understand how much death hurts and they don't know how to cope with it. So they just gonna go get high or do whatever it is that they do in life.
To suppress it.
Yeah, just trying to suppress it, just trying to get away from it. That shit hurts. It's not normal. You ever hear people say life and death, like life is death? No, death is not a part of life. They opposites. Same like light is not a part of darkness. They opposites. You have life and then you have death. I'm not accepting the fact that, we all gotta see death. Man, listen. While I'm alive, living is what's important.
Thanks.
Death, that shit hurts. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I understand when young boys run up on somebody and damn shoot up a whole block because you done trolled they dead loved one. I'm not saying it is right, but I understand it because that shit hurts. Me losing my parents, that shit never going. There's not a time that it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
It's constant.
But I just learned how to deal with it. That's what I do. I just take my time. I learn how to deal with it. And I give all the credit to God for helping me get through it. So that's why I love those two songs the most. But for Saints and Sinners, the people love it. So I'm ready to give them part 2.
Can we hear something?
Sure. What you want to hear? You want something on the album, or you want something new, or you want something live? You tell me. Whatever you want.
We can do it live.
Why did I know you was gonna say that? Like, so I don't have nothing off the album that's live, but I will say this, right? I was just thinking about this verse when I was earlier today, because it means a lot to me. Rap to me is a way to craft a masterpiece. It's something timeless, I believe, for generations that's after me. You see, niggas just ill for a moment. My shit is terminal. Accumulated these life lessons for you to learn a few. I had a Chris dollar bill. I had a balled up joint that was covered in dirt, but they bought the same things. So what I learned from that is you never let your condition determine your worth. Since the moment of birth till you return to the earth, To the great day of God, when the firmament bursts, you're going to have situations take a turn for the worse. But there's an afterwards. So it's not a permanent hurt. I seen people lose patience. They sin, get deceived when it works. I seen them try to get it in blood and earn it in dirt. You understand what I'm saying? I seen a nigga leaving a Wraith and returning a hearse. And it was plenty dames that exchanged sperm for a purse. They tell me don't preach. I hit the booth and turn it to church. Is it a blessing if you can't discern what's a curse? And besides, why you in my business if you ain't even in the business? You calling me the old rapper, I say that my pen is vintage. And I did it independent. But I ain't with none of that back and forth over the net. I'm just not in attendance. Ask my youngest who have benefited. How you compare the one who dropped jewels to the ones who gems is rented? They mornings and nights. In the dark room, my voice is light, your verse is light. Y'all perform under the circus light. Y'all clowns with no ringmasters. I compare y'all to Dame getting with Giannis now so he can get his ring faster. But cause y'all on free time, cock holsters, you're not supposed to hate. Your dreams and your goals, you get a lot closer. Why y'all feel so entitled? Why you want to be a rival till a revival? Little nigga, you'll die here. Check your vitals. I will kill you, them self-accolades and them self-proclaimed titles. Shit is comical. It's comical, Puff. You know what I'm saying? Just where I'm at.
Saint.
Yeah, Saint. Just cooking up a little bit. You know what I mean? But that's where I'm at.
Listen, y'all. Saint Basil. He done blessed us. He done shared some really sentimental things with us. And I think we learned a new side of who Saint is. And why and how his life has shaped his music. So yeah, y'all. Saint Basil, man. Let them know where they can find you at, bro.
Y'all can find me at Saint Basil 215 on everything. It's STBASIL 215. That's on the gram. That's on X, wherever. And then you can also go to my website. You can support what I got going on. That's on www.saintbasilmusic, STBASILmusic.com. That's where you can purchase any merch you got. You can purchase the music instead of streaming it. It's there as well. And look out for Saints and the Sinners Part 2. That's about to drop. Pop is out right now. Y'all can get that right now.
Can we listen to that?
Yeah,
Pop.
Pop. Let's get Pop rolling. You know what I mean?
Because Pop came in here first with the rim dog.
Yeah, Remy. Pop came in with
the
some
glass.
Remy.
He got the glass.
Yeah, we gonna get some Pop Remy flowing.
Hold on, because he pouring up back here.
Yeah, right. So they got, this is Remy. We gonna go with Pop.
That's
on
the
Remy
original
tip.
Pop drink.
Yeah, it's a real Pop drink. I just be, I'm chilling. Puff is the designated driver, so I'm good.
Facts. Good and safe.
Go to Pop.
You really got the salt and pepper bed.
Absolutely.
You want a mic?
Huh?
You want a mic?
A mic for?
Just in case you want to
rap
rap the lyrics.
Oh, I can just do the lyrics. You know what I mean? They can see it.
Get your mind to work, baby, and think of all the joy and love can bring.
Young nigga, I'm not trying to get shot by you. Just let me chill and go do what the Pops do. See, maybe you confused because the internet gangsters is something I never do and I just cop out too. Maybe both of our lines got crossed like a hashtag, but stop before your mouth mouth, write a check that your ass can't cash. They say Basil bluffing, that's something that I just can't chance. Selling wolf tickets and I ain't trying to see Ant-Man. All my guys know I got the bell, I got the lawyer, so after the hit, I bring them all home. We call it a grand slam. None of them old niggas, that is not my crew. So let me chill and go do what the pop-pops do. I'm somewhere where my wife keeps the sand out her hair, with the Louis Vuitton scarf while she's spinning her lair. 6 hours ahead, surrounded by people born in the wrong year. The nerve of these niggas, the nerve of these bitches, playing with my same name like I don't belong here. I'm him in here, in another hemisphere. We about to have dinner here, but Rista, she just fronted my tab. So I grabbed this white chick and then I put her on tab. Follow me with Merlot in case I want a glass and drink Chardonnay at night to make this goofy bitch mad. I still sip her, I give her the hundreds, ones with the small faces. Even when I'm home, I'm still never in y'all places. I don't be on corners, I don't stop by traps. I be somewhere chillin' where all of the pop-pops at. We drink yak and we talk about the dream versus shack. We play spades while the purple tape playing the back. We surrounded by real women that's sexy with their clothes on. The vibe get the vibe and then it's time to throw the gold on. That's that Teddy P. A lame OG, that's something I never be. Young, you got your way, I got mine, it's not like you. And that's cool, I be doing what the pop-pops do. We ain't crashing over no hoes, we ain't backstabbing no bros. We rose from those that made it happen over the stove. We ain't jacking none of your clothes, we ain't yapping over no phones. We kept it solid, y'all redacted most of the codes. I'm laughing most of my foes and still packing the shows. I mastered most of the rapping with immaculate flows. I'm solid, valid, stamped, but not by you. Cause you don't really know what the pop-pops do, but the goons know. I'm nice and dog don't know how. Even standing underneath a full moon glow. Lines ain't fucking with me. Line them all up. And my pin get to popping like the balloon show. You know what I mean?
I like that, John.
Yeah. That's
like
what's
that,
up.
John.
That's love. You know what I mean? Pop. Go get with it.
I like that. What you know about what song of Teddy P you throwing on?
Hey, listen, I got too many Teddy P joints in the you know what I mean? In the cut. But you know what? You know my go-to shit for real is Luther.
Oh, Luther Vandross.
Everything we built up, you gonna tear down. Luther. Oh yeah. Thought that's such a beautiful queen. I had me feeling like I'm in a huddle with New Orleans, cause it was finna be a breeze with Saint. But then you drew. We could have been grown about it. But they ain't you. Now it's just petty ass things in between us. The racket back and forth over the net. You Serena. Push me away. You ever hear You Save Me? I'm starting to feel
I think I did over the weekend.
Yeah, You Save Me.
Got an attitude, but still rub your ass on me. See you beefing for that makeup beating. Just stop tweaking. Stop. It's not decent. Get in your feelings and stop.
Let me see if I got a
You're not ahead of me like Patrick Beverly. See you always being defensive. Stop reaching.
Do you have a artist who inspired you?
My son. I promise you. Listen. Let me tell you something. I want you to hear my son.
I was about to say, we gonna play something.
No. This is some shit he just sent me, right?
Oh, I ain't listen to You Save Me.
Yeah, You Save Me is that's my shit. I ain't.
I'm tired.
That's the video.
Yeah, I'm going rehab.
You got me.
Do you have the song?
You wanna get clean?
Hey, no,
I can
come
get
with
your
me. Don't
song.
you want to come get clean with me?
Let me give you Save Me.
I'm on YouTube.
You on my channel? It should be there. But here, no, I'm gonna give you Save Me, so you have it.
Are you gonna send it to me?
I'm about to drop it to you right now.
Appreciate that.
You Save Me. I have people that have come to me and said, listen, bro. Your airdrop on? It says no people found. I was about to,
Oh, you know,
yeah.
Apple got that thing where you can only send to people. You know, you should use my contacts.
Yeah, I just text it to you real quick. There you go.
You sent it?
Mm-hmm. I just texted you. That's you saved me.
It ain't come through yet.
And I'm gonna send you one from Ja. Cause I want you to really hear, bro.
Oh, I got it.
Mm-hmm. That's you saved me.
Let me save it because it'll cut off.
Your love changed me, made me into someone brand new. Your heart saved me, baby. I was broken before you. You're God sent like an angel. You're everything I need. You're water to the soil. You're flowers for the bees. And you made a way for me. You made a way for me.
I've been in the lowest places, surrounded by so many broken souls with hopeless faces, surrounded by so many hidden demons and open races. Times I chose anger and hatred, put it over patience, cause I was left for dead by people I know the faces. It would've hurt less if them people had no relation. It was times I had no purpose, no motivation. So believe when I say it's no overstatement, you saved me. I remember staring in a casket at people I love, in disbelief like this can't be what it was. People offer money at a time that I needed a hug. I was so lost, man, I could've conceded the drugs. You was there calling me, I was ignoring you. I felt it in my spirit cause it was inaudible. People asking me questions that I thought was rhetorical. Like, bro, are you good, when they knew I felt horrible? No, it was overwhelming. I wanted to go to the shore and walk into the ocean. I was in a dark place, so dark, and it felt like everybody else was living in Goshen. Just a sinner that's broken, my whole world was shaking. That day I was awakened to my mama gone, and my daddy was taken. Both bodies cold and bracing, I got no replacement. It's no overstatement, you saved me.
Like an angel, you're everything I need. You're water to the soil. You're flowers for the bees. And you made a
You saved me, you saved me, you saved me, you saved me.
You made a
You saved me, you saved me, you saved me, you saved me. I'm trying to figure out this hell that we living in. Heard so many cries for help, but who really listening? Seen so many people lose people that's innocent. Had so many late nights walking through Kensington, but people try to get away by going through fentanyl. So many people die with problems they never saw. They would rather end their life cause looking at death, they like maybe I'm better off. And I was headed there, down in the streets, drowning in grief. You calmed the storm, surrounded with peace, confounded defeat. The devil thought he got a win. He had me with my head down, but not again. You took everything away that I beat up myself with. I'm a new me because everything that you helped with. And all that ice that formed in my heart, it melted. Put people that can show your love around me, and I felt it. So now I think about the caskets of people I love. I'm at peace with it now, I know he is above. I got trust, I got faith, I see what it does. Any decisions that he make, the reason is love. And that love saved me. It saved me. It saved me. It saved me.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So that's why that's one of my, that's probably my second favorite song right there. And now you got the backdrop to the story, right? So,
Yeah.
And here's the thing, Puff. You the first person. There's no other platform that has that in-depth story. I have never talked about, things that happened with my parents. None of that on no other platform.
Really?
It's a Puff That's a Puff experience. That's a Puff and Ride experience exclusive. Yeah, nah, I never really talked to my parents on these types of platforms. But
I appreciate you for sharing that with me.
for sure. But here we are. You know what I mean?
Damn, I'm that joint got me shook a little bit. For real.
This is what the music's supposed to do. Remember I told you earlier, it's about touching the soul of the listener.
I'm just glad that you seen the love in it. You know, I'm like, man, because like I said, like that would have broke me.
Yeah.
But you seeing like the different side of it, you seeing the, you know, the light and really a dark situation.
Right.
And
All the credit goes to
young,
God.
right?
No, so my mom died in 2011. My dad died in 2016.
You said what, year 20?
So no. In 2016. So when my mom died, I was 2011, and she died in February. I believe I was 35?
Yeah.
35, yeah. I was 35 when my mom died. My dad died. He died in August. August 19, 2016. Probably was, I think I was 40. Yeah, I was 40 when my dad died. So, yeah, that's how it went.
They didn't even get to see you in your height. The height
No.
of your career.
No, not him. But you know what? One thing about my parents is they believed it. They would always tell me, son, you're a star. They had songs of mine that they loved. And he was like, listen, you got it. And my parents, they just believed in my life choices. Not just they didn't just believe in me as an artist. They believed in my life choices. Like, you're a good kid. I know I raised a good son.
Mm-hmm.
So like, that's why, like, when I think about my relationship with my parents, I didn't lack love. That's one thing I can say, I didn't lack love. Even when they went through their addiction, some people raised on survival. Majority of our people are raised on survival.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the best may the best man win. They in relationships like that. They in friendships like that. I can say I was not raised on survival. I was raised on love. I knew for a fact that my parents loved me. And they made, even when they was going through their lowest points, they still tried to make whatever sacrifices that they could. I can tell that my mother did not enjoy getting high, but that shit had a grip on her.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So, I knew that my parents like really loved me. They loved me. They believed in me. And yeah, like with the music, even now, as I was getting older, they never came to me and was like, yo, you getting older, don't you think you should be doing some other shit? No, my dad used to tell me, like, bro, keep going. You dropping that shit.
Shit.
You cooking right now. Keep going.
It is.
You understand what I'm saying? So, even though they're not able to see physically in this place what I got going on, I believe they know. So it's like, you know, I rock out. I I'm able to still create. That's why I love Bam so much too, man. Pain in the ass, but I love the guy, man. Because I would have stopped if it was on me. I would have stopped back in 2020. But you know, he got in my ear like, nah, bro, you got some shit going on, bro. You need to keep rolling. So even though, you know, as much as that guy get on my nerves, man, I love that guy, man, because he was right there, like, nah, keep it rolling. You understand what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I think it's important for you to keep going.
Yeah.
Because we need more voices like yours.
I appreciate it.
More experiences. And then, you know, you got something that you can give to the younger artists that's coming up. Especially West. And you can hear it in their music. Like, you have some type of influence on them now. I don't know if you believe it or not.
Yeah.
But the music that they putting out, all of y'all in the Bam camp, y'all really putting out some heat, some fire, and it ain't about killing. It's all feeling.
Yeah.
It's all energy.
Stay tuned to the guys. The guys is rolling. Right now the guys is rolling, so stay tuned to the guys. You know what I mean? And hopefully you get a chance to get them all in as well and drive them around and tell their stories because they got some good shit to tell you.
Oh yeah, we definitely. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell them too, cause I'm about to go to the studio right now and record some shit. But I'm gonna tell them while I'm there, like, yo, y'all gotta get with Puff, man. Her shit it's a good vibe. Yeah, you got a good vibe going on, and don't let nothing discourage you because this ain't nobody else doing this.
Appreciate it.
Or everybody else want to sit at the couch or do whatever they doing. I ain't knocking what they do, but this is you. Yeah. And it's important for you to just keep going. And I don't know what Instagram got going on, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just keep pushing.
I'm gonna try that.
Get that shit verified so them niggas can stay off your back.
I was thinking
I guarantee you, the minute that you get that blue check, I'm trying to tell you, the minute that you get it, I guarantee you, all this bullshit that you've been experiencing, watch it stop. I guarantee you gonna tell me, hey, damn, you know what, Baze? You was telling the truth. That shit did stop. Just watch. That should have stopped. Niggas acting crazy. They just want a couple dollars, whatever that is. What, $8 a month? Whatever. I don't know what it is, but $15 a month. It's worth it if you building the platform. That you gonna get more than that $15 back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, keep doing your thing, Puff. I appreciate you for having me.
Always, man.
For sure,
you gotta send me Ja John too.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you.
Listen to that.
Listen, Ja is him. Yeah. Oh, they just called for me on live. They said Ja needs you on live. All right, let me go on here. But yeah, I'm
He got an album that's out, man. He got everybody on that joint, heavy hitter.
Oh
if
shit.
you a heavy hitter in the city, man, you on Touch Money album, man. Shout out to Touch Money.
Yo, they crazy, but yeah, let me see what they got going on. They about to have my son up. Let me make sure he okay, so they ain't jamming him up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how
Puff, I appreciate you
again, man.
For
Thank
sure,
you for
for
stopping
sure.
by.
Yeah.
Let me get you getting out though.
Yeah.
How it's gonna go, this life comes at you.
Yeah, for sure.
Cognac.
It's been a good joint, yeah. Got my yak, you know what I mean? Little yak. I'm about to listen to my son right now, Ja. He's rolling. So, appreciate Puff for having me.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yes,
Just
indeed.
let everybody know who you are and you messing with Puff and Rod.
Same Basil, Puff and Ride. Hey, listen, if you're an artist, you gotta get with Puff. It is what it is. Get with Puff and just her whole thing, her whole experience is lovely.
I appreciate
Tell your story. So come on. You know what I mean? Come on, Philly, come on, Philly. Shout out to Mir.
Shout out to Mir, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, baby.
All right, for sure.
I felt it in my spirit cause it was inaudible. People asking me questions that I thought was rhetorical. Like, bro, are you good when they knew I felt horrible? No, it was overwhelming. I wanted to go to the shore and walk in.